Art can be so scary for people. That's partly art's fault, because art sets itself so high. And yet, as children, we all participate in art. We play games, we draw, we sing. I think the only thing art asks of us really is to be curious, and then it can open our imagination. And so we just have to set aside our fear. Painting is just so annoying. I mean, it's almost impossible, you know, it defeats you over and over again. Being a contrarian, that makes me more deeply involved all the time. The painting struggles with you, so it's not exactly a fight, but it's definitely an ongoing moment of tension. And in that tension, there's an awful lot to be explored. So in terms of abstract painting, I really am pushing against it. I'm taking bits of it up and I'm rejecting a lot of it as well. I don't want to be separated from our real world existence, which the word abstract tends to suggest, that there's a movement away from, let's call it the real world. I want my work to be sited right there in the real world. There may not be an instantly recognizable image or an instantly recognizable story, but I want it to be very much located in that real world experience. And if you spend some time with it, I think you begin to recognize things that you catch in the glimpse of your eye when you're not really sure how to name them, when you're not really sure exactly what they are. They're coming into existence or moving out of existence. You know, I don't think we ever really look at anything statically. Everything's in movement. So how do we represent that? I think we have to do it fully accepting that kind of moving image, but moving in a sense of being on a static surface. It's a pretty interesting challenge. In my studio right now, I'm concentrating on being very tender. Just seems the world is in not such a great place, and the only response I could find was maybe to be incredibly tender for a while, and the works I'm thinking about and working on now, I'm trying to bring that out. I've been living in this place for a long time, so it has almost gone into me. It's not that I think about using it, but I am aware that everything I am is part of it. So the very act of making something becomes also part of it. Inseparable, really. Maybe that's a lesson we all need, you know, is that we are not separated from our situation. That's our physical situation, but also our mental situation, so the whole thing gets mixed. There's always a sort of landscape quality to what I do. The land has come into it, has become part of it. We need art to keep our imaginations open. Everything in our world has been made useful, and that is useful in a way that shuts us down. It turns us into economic units. We need to keep our imagination open to challenge that, to face change, to find new ways to be. So art is just that. It is just keeping us open to the possibilities that the future may provide for us. It's a refusal to be turned into simply a cog. That's why it's always dangerous to governments, you know. Art is the most dangerous thing, because it's not that people think better, but they are open. And when people are open, they can be very dangerous, because they can think new things. They can act in new ways, and that can't be controlled so easily. The biggest problem we have as humans is that we live in a double world. We live in a material world of chairs and solidity, and we live in our minds. We live in our imagination, our desires, our dreams. And painting brings both those things together in a way that no other medium can, because it presents itself both as a physical thing, but as an illusion. It's an illusionistic surface. I find that, you know, endlessly interesting in painting, and it's really what brings me to it every day. My name is Judy Millar, and I'm a painter.